Hello everyone. Um, what I will be teaching you today is basically on how to set up a camera and do a fly-through presentation. Alright, so set up a camera, animating the camera, and also some rendering settings that you can use to set for your project. Alright, so what I have here is just a sample of a stage design that just a sample of stage design that I have here so that I will be making a fly through for it. Alright, so it already have a lighting, and you can, if I do a test render, shift Q, and I can see my, just a simple, really simple lighting, right? But the purpose of it is not about lighting. We are actually talking about more on camera animation and also um, how to get your rendering done into a video format. Alright, so now first you need to do is add a camera, right? So add a camera, add create tab and camera. There are two types of different camera. There is a target camera, there is a free camera. What we want right now is a free camera because we want the camera to fly without any restriction or any constraint, alright, from a target object. So select free camera and also then click at the floor here. So usually, and can right click to exit the creation of a camera. So we start with one camera right now. So what I will be teaching you today is there's a maximum of two cameras. So the rest I think you can carry on from there. Alright, so usually when you click the camera at the floor, it will look down. So you might want to rotate, right? Choose rotate and rotate the camera view. But right now we can't see what the camera is looking. So what we need to do is we need to go to our fore view. Alright, usually what I would do is just click and drag in the middle here and just raise it up a bit. And I want to change this view into the camera view. So click on the left and camera 1, right? And choose from wireframe to shaded view, right? And also we want to turn on camera and turn on the show save frame. Right, this will crop the frame of this viewport to the size of your rendering, right? The rendering format. So now, usually how we're going to make the camera fly through animation, right? The direction to show the stage design is that we want to show the camera. We want to cover the outside. We want to cover the overall view of the whole environment first, and then we start with another camera going micro. Alright, so we start with a more longer view to show the overview of your stage. Alright, so this will be like extreme long shot for camera angle. So let's say what I want to try and do is find the right spot for it. Right, so and then before you start your animation, you should also set your frame rates. So let's go to your time configuration and set it to PAL. I'm going for 25 frames per second, so I'm going to PAL, and I'm going to increase the start 0 to end frame here to, let's say, 260. Right, so click OK. So I have a time frame of 0 to 260 frames running. Alright, so now you want to start animation. Before that, go to rendering, render setup. and then we just leave it as single first. You should set the output size, which is the size of your video format, to a more standard broadcast size. So what I will be using is there's a preset here. You can click and choose HDTV. So I'm going to go for HD, but 720p. You can click here. This is a full HD size, so I'm going to 720. And automatically you can see, because of the save frame is turned on, it will crop your viewport to the size of a 720p size. Alright, so the rest of the option I'll show you later on. Let me close this up, and then we're going to start with animation. So first, turn on the recording animation tools, which is the auto key. Right, so it will be highlighted in red. Okay, so we'll be moving the camera in the perspective viewport while also keeping an eye on the camera view which is on this side. Alright, so selecting the camera. So first, there's no key yet, so just find a key by clicking on this big key icon, set key icon, and then we're going to move to a frame 220, and say I'm going to go for a tracking and a bit of panning, and even tracking to the side of it, like that. So the motion will be like so. Okay, so that is for camera 1. So you can name that camera. Go to the modifier tab, put there cam 1. Alright, okay, you can turn off the auto key, and now let's say so the animation will be like this. So hit play. You see it's moving very slowly. You want to showcase things very slowly. You don't want to rush on things, because you want the viewer to basically look at all the details, right? Because we are not making any action-packed camera cinematography here. We are just simply making a fly-through to showcase what you want to showcase here. Right, so then that covers for camera 1. Then we can skip to another camera, maybe covering different angle. Alright, so say from here. So when I add another camera, free camera, click somewhere near here, and rotate. Alright, I'm going to pull back, and now I can change this from, I can name this first to cam 2, and change the view to cam 2. Alright, so we are seeing what this camera is seeing right now. So yeah, and also another thing is that you can actually change the lens. For example, like if this is a more wider, this is more a bit closer shot. So let's say for camera 1 is more wider shot. So let me go back to camera 1. Right. So if I want it to be a more wider shot, because it's a very extreme long shot, so I can change the stop lens over here to say more 24 or 20, so I can cover more area. But for this, I think 24 should be okay, or maybe 23 millimeters, right? So you can actually change the lens in the camera. Right, for this one, I think 28 should be okay, maybe 24. And now I'm basically trying to like find the right angle, maybe from here. So I turn on the key and animate it. Start from here. You will go to maybe down first. Press on the key, and then maybe turn to rotate a bit. Right, so let's say something like that. On the key there. Right. So another direction, the camera 2 will be like this. So we go down slowly, and then we'll start to pan around and start from there, right? Okay, so if you want to add more cameras to cover different angle, you can go ahead. So for this purpose, I just start with 2 cameras. So now once my animation is done, I turn off the auto key, right, and do my first rendering. Okay, so I want to render camera 1 first. So choose camera 1. You can make it as a full view, right? So this is our camera 1. Go to rendering, render setup, and from single output we're going to change it to an animation output which has multiple frames. These are single frames. So if you choose active, it will be from 0 to 260 until the end, but it depends on animation. Sometimes you want to stop earlier. Let's say the animation actually just finished around 240, alright, 240. So you might want to change to range, so 0 to 240, alright. So this range allows you to render a specific range of frames. And then we have our size set already. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, the last one is actually the render output. Alright, so it's determine where you want to save your file and choose what video file format you want to choose. So click on file over here and then choose the directory where you want to save. Let's say for this one I just save at my desktop. So for video format, choose your format first. For this one, usually I recommend use QuickTime, right? MOV QuickTime. If you don't have QuickTime, if you don't have the option for MOV QuickTime, it's because you haven't installed QuickTime Player yet. It's free. You can get it online and download it and install it, and you can straight away get a codec. Alright, then choose your file name, cam1, and then save. So once you press save, there's an option for the codec, what kind of QuickTime you want to choose. Alright, so you might want to choose the H.264, right? Choose it to 25 frames because we are animating it in 25 frames. And of course you see the quality here is very low because the quality is set to very least. Put it to very best. You can straight see the details here, right? Okay, press OK, and you're done, and you can start rendering it. And just click on render, but make sure it is stated here in the view quad for cam1, which is cam1. You don't want it to be rendering other things, so that's why, to be safe, you make the whole viewport to be bigger to maximize the viewport for one camera. Then you render, then you click on render, and it should be rendering your video, alright, frame by frames. Okay, you can see the progress here. Okay, I'm going to cancel this. Then the next step, let's say once your render is finished, you can continue on rendering the other cameras, which is the camera 2. Camera 2. So our camera 2 is like this. Alright, just now. Alright. So we're going to render this out. Go to render setup again. The only thing that we need to change is 2 things. For example, we need to determine where it should stop. Okay, let's say same 240, so we don't have to change range. So we will be ending on 240 frames, and then scroll down the output. Alright, so go to files, change from cam1 to cam2. Alright, and same again, format MOV, press save, best 25 H.264, and press OK, and then press render. Right, it will render, make sure its camera 2 is rendering, and that's it. Alright, so if you have 5 cameras, then you have to repeat all over again 5 times. Then you should have all your videos, and you can bring all that videos to your editing software, even Windows Movie Maker, to do your final presentation. Alright, so that's all. Alright, hope you guys be able to follow this, and good luck. Bye bye.